Well, hello everybody. Let's have some fun playing some tunes together. East Virginia Blues, key of G, G as in George, raising it up from where it was in a previous video, which was the key of F. All verses, no choruses. And here we go. I was born in East Virginia, North Carolina I did go. There I met a fair young maiden, but her name I did not know. Together. Hair was dark and curly, and her cheeks were rosy red. On her breast she wore white linen, where I longed to lay my head. Your turn. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is your heart, darling. Won't you take me back again? The ocean's deep and I can't wait it, and I have no wings to fly. I'll just get me a blue-eyed boatman for to row me over the tide. Your turn. I'll go back to East Virginia. North Carolina ain't my home. I'll go back to East Virginia and leave them North Carolinians alone. Okay, up to A for Old Home Place next. This was previously in B flat, and this is actually one example where B flat in some ways for a non-capoed instrument is a little bit easier than A for because of the kinds of chords involved in the song. Besides the 1, the 4, and the 5, which usually if it was just the 1, the 4, and the 5, then yeah, fiddles, mandolins might prefer A over B flat. But this has both the 2 and a 3 chord in it. Now in the key of B flat, the 2 and the 3 end up being C and D. Well, that's really nice, isn't it? But guess what happens? In the key of A, that's C and D for the 2 and 3. Well, those now become B and C sharp. Now the C sharp chord, which is the 3, if you think about it, it's a C chord because this is the notes C, E, and G. So C sharp, it has to have the same letter names. But everything has to be raised up a half step. So what do we get? We get C sharp, E sharp, and G sharp. Now, E sharp is the note that we would usually call in most contexts F, but there is one case of a context where the proper name for it is E sharp, and it's kind of an odd way of thinking about your notes, and unless you've practiced finding the chord on the mandolin or the fiddle, it can get a little bit confusing. That C sharp chord, that 3, which looks like a B7 shape when I'm capoed to the 2nd fret on the guitar, that is occurring right after the 1, then the 3, the 4, and the 1. That's kind of the distinctive thing about the song Old Home Place. There's a whole bunch of other stuff to say about Old Home Place in terms of its arrangement, but I refer you back to the previous video on that where it was in B flat, where I explained that arrangement thoroughly. So I'll just mention one thing right now. The verses go in pairs, so you get 2 verses back to back, and then the chorus starts on the 5, and it goes 5, 1, 2, 5 for the first half of it. And here we go, Old Home Place in the key of A. A is in apple. It's been 10 long years since I left my home in the holler where I was born, where the cool fall nights make the wood smoke rise and the fox hunter blows his horn. I fell in love with a girl from the town. She told me that she would be true. I ran away to Charlottesville and worked in a sawmill crew. What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave my plow in the field and look for a job in the town together? Well, the girl ran off with somebody else, and the terrorists took all my pay. Now here I stand where the old home stood before they took it away. Now the geese fly south and the cold wind blows as I stand here and hang my head. I've lost my love, I've lost my home, and now I wish that I was dead. What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave my plow in the field and look for a job in town? Your turn. What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave my plow in the field and look for a job in town? Okay, stay in A. A is an apple for sitting on top of the world, and we have a 6 minor chord in this, in the end of the 3rd line. It's an F sharp minor, looks like an E minor when you have the capo on the 2nd fret of the guitar playing as if in G. And all verses, no chorus. Well, you could think of it as a short verse, short chorus, and the breaks take up the same length as a verse and chorus put together, so it really feels much like the same kind of structure as a song like East Virginia Blues, you know, break, verse, etc. And here we go, sitting on top of the world. In the spring, one sunny day, my good gal left me, Lord, she went away. Now she's gone and I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world together. Called me up from El Paso, said, come back, Daddy, Lord, I need you so. Now she's gone and I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. Your turn. Mississippi River, so deep and wide, I got a woman on the other side. Now she's gone and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. If you don't like my peaches, don't shake my tree. Stay out of my orchard, let the peaches be. Now she's gone and I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. Your turn. Ashes to ashes,